Hello Alicia, welcome on Quattro Quarti Magazine.
Hello, so nice to meet you. Hi.
So nice to meet you. We are starting our journey to the Eurovision Song Contest 2026, and let me start telling. Finally, you're participating at the Eurovision Song Contest. Let's take a quick step back at the terrible 2020 when you were supposed to represent Poland at the Eurovision Song Contest. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic that devoured our planet, you weren't able to take part in this fantastic and amazing show. Now, finally, you are here representing your country. So I think it's like a sweet revenge for you.
I call this moment a full circle moment because I feel like I'm back and I'm on my own terms
Mm.
and song made by me. So I feel pretty powerful about that. Um, of course, I was sad in 2020, but like looking back on this time, I think it was meant to be this way.
We'll talk about the song. It's a song so important with a strong message. So we'll talk about it. But let's take another step back at your very beginning of your career, because at the first start of your journey in music, there is the voice of Poland. You won that competition. So I want to know how that experience participating in a talent show, in a TV show like The Voice of Poland, in a certain way shaped your music career and your approach to the music and a career in music.
Well, it was a chance for me to get used to being on a big stage and in front of cameras, in front of crowd, and I think it made me more confident on stage, and I learned how to manage my stress better. And I was only 17 years old back then, so looking back at it, I don't remember everything, but after The Voice, my life completely changed. Because right after winning it, I signed with a big record label in Poland, and then I went to the Szansa na Sukces Eurovision 2020 competition, and then everything stopped due to COVID. So it was like everything went up and everything was huge around me, but then it felt like a big break after this.
Absolutely. And let's talk now about your music, because your music blends some R&B, soul, but in the first side there is a personal storytelling in the lyrics of your song. So I want to know about the honesty when it comes to writing songs, how this is important to you, writing in a very truthful way.
I feel like being honest and being your true authentic self is what matters the most when it comes to making music. So that's why my song Pray is super important to me, because we wrote it based off my past experiences in the music industry, growing up in the music industry,
Yes.
and the struggles coming with it, being so young, trying to fight for yourself, trying to push your music out, make your dreams come true. It's not that easy, especially being born and raised in Poland, which is a country where soul and R&B are not that big. To be honest, they are quite non-existential. So I feel very honored and blessed that even though these genres aren't that big, that people still voted for me and chose me for me. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. Means that something arrived at the audience, so it goes even ahead of music.
Yes, it means that they feel that I'm being honest and truthful.
Mm.
So I really appreciate it, and I don't want to let them down. That's why I'm working super hard on my performance every single day from morning till late night, just to make sure that it will be very good.
Speaking about honesty, an artist can be afraid of showing his personal emotions. In a society like this, when everything is so superficial, so everything's fine, everything's beautiful, everything is a success. Uh, under this cover, there's still a lot of struggles, a lot of hard feelings. And when it comes to making art, these feelings come in the first place. Aren't you afraid sometimes of showing your emotion, being so exposed about what is inside of you?
I know what you're talking about, and it is quite scary at first to show your true emotions and your past stories and like kind of showing your true self and being vulnerable to the world. It is exposing in a way, but at the same time, once you do it and you get the feeling of and you get the courage to do it, then you get the sense of freedom. Like, I personally got the sense of freedom that I've never felt before. Once I was being true in my music and authentic. That's when you feel the most free and the most accomplished, in my opinion.
Yes, it's a liberation. And talking about your first album, it was in a Polish language. Looking back at that album, how do you feel about it? How can you describe that album and how this record was important for you, even now that some years went by?
I feel like it was super important to me, and I did it with amazing people such as Bartek Królik and Marek Piotrowski. They are one of the biggest soul producers and singers from Poland, so that's why it was so important to me to do it with my Polish soul people. And I think the album came out beautifully and it came out naturally. But right now, I feel like it's the time to take it to the next level. That's why we're working on my first English album.
Yes. Yes. And talking about this record, this new record you're working on, tell us more about this international step, because it's interesting thinking about Eurovision in years when where a lot of artists are embracing their national language. You go in the opposite way, embracing the full English. So tell us about more about this because it's so interesting.
Mm, I think there's a bigger chance to find your listeners when you sing and write R&B songs in English, since it's not that big of a genre in Poland and in many Europe countries. That's why I decided to write my new songs in English. And that's how I got signed to the UK label. So it all came naturally. Like ever since I can remember, I wrote song in English. So it wasn't something new to me, you know?
Yes.
It just felt natural. And also soul songs, R&B songs, they feel more natural when you sing them in English rather than in Polish. Even though I'm from Poland, it's a tough language to write and sing in.
Mm. So even here, there's honesty, even embracing the English language. And now let's talk about Eurovision, a really big deal for your career. What this competition means to you?
It's a great platform to show yourself to the world and to get to know other cultures, get to know other artists, and just as simple as it sounds, get united by music. That's what Eurovision should be all about, in my opinion.
And you're taking a step on this huge stage with Pray. Now let's talk about this song. It's a very strong song and a very important song, as we were saying.
It's super important to me because we've never had an entry with this type of influences in a song. We've never had gospel, soul, hip hop influenced song, and I got this chance, so it means that I can do something brand new. I can be my true self, and I can show the rest of the Europe that we can bring something fresh to Eurovision. And maybe because of it, more people will feel encouraged to do that in the future. I would love to see more soul and R&B on Eurovision. And I know that there's many people who are waiting for it. So that was super special to me and very important.
Absolutely. Alicja, thank you so much for this conversation, for being with us on Quattro Quarti Magazine.
Thank you so much.
Huge hugs from Italy.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.